last time we saw Jason, he was drinking like we were at a Baby Shark concert.
I actually wasn't drinking though. That's the funny thing. I've been sober for a few years now, and it's getting harder and harder, especially.
Oh, I am so sorry. I didn't mean that.
Yeah,
sorry.
Thanks a lot, Sarah. No, you know what? You're right. No, you know what? You're right. I should drink. I should. You're absolutely right. Thank you for the seal of approval. I'm going to call my sponsor and say off.
I am the worst. You are the creme de la creme of couples in quarantine. So we had to talk to you. What does quarantine look like right now for you guys?
We have a bit of a routine. So we wake up with the kids.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fairly
like
early.
6 something.
Yeah. And then either myself or Jenny will go downstairs and feed them and kind of get them up and running.
Yeah.
So the other person gets a little bit of sleep in time. I mean, we're talking about a half hour tops.
9 o'clock, Jason has his meeting. So he does like Skype's meetings every day.
Uh-huh.
And then
my AA meeting. I do an AA meeting.
He does an AA meeting every day.
At 9 a.m.
Guys, we're doing this all sober over here. Like,
I'm so proud of you guys.
It's impressive, yeah.
I had a stretch of about 2 days.
Dude.
It's heavy. It's intense. So then Jason does his meeting. I'll do English with Sid.
Sometimes it's War and Peace. Sometimes it's vowels.
Little bear takes a walk.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, how old is it?
He's 6.
17.
He's a quarantine, meaning that basically in quarantine, he's like thinks that he is now a teenager, can do whatever he wants. He's on his iPad, making decisions, choices, trying to sneak out of the house, wants to eat all the junk food. It's like a different kid.
So I don't want to create a traumatic experience, not from like the, quarantine, but from like the quarantine's effect on my kid's dad, and how I interact with them. Right. So it's like, I'm trying to keep that in check.
Quarantine version of yourself.
Yeah. I've just been I've been annoyed. I've been pissed off. Like I have trouble concentrating on work. Working remotely is like almost impossible in an apartment in Brooklyn, with 3 kids around. And it's like affecting my attitude. So I got to just be mindful of that and like work on it. And I think that's good that I'm able to identify it. And I think I'll hopefully stop it in its tracks. But I imagine a lot of people are going through that.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I've snapped a few times and, apologized to Sid. Because it's not the norm.
Yeah.
Definitely circumstantial, but I did it. And I don't want, like you said, Max, I don't want that to be something that like he takes out of this experience.
Sure.
My dad when did he become a rageful, like when did that happen?
But some of it, you guys, I feel like some of it is like they needed us to finally step up to them. Sometimes when we're so busy, we're preoccupied with stuff, whoever's helping you is like, your kid did this today or whatever, and you come home and you're just like, I love you so much. What could possibly be wrong with my perfect angel son? And so he's like getting away with all this stuff. And now we're seeing everything. We're seeing the dynamic play out with his little brother. We're catching it all. So some of it, I feel like, oh no, we've just like tightened the reins, and it's, I think, a good thing.
Well, it's like you have the opportunity to tighten the reins, but you have also an opportunity for them to break you. Because I feel like with the time spent with them, we would like to also think it was always the family was most important and we're going to see each other. But in those brief spurts, I really was a good version of myself. Mm-hmm. And now I feel like with all this quality time, they're seeing a lot of mommy that really only daddy signed up for.
Totally. Oh my God, for sure. I feel like that the first day we went into quarantine, or maybe that first week, because we were all so freaked out, constantly checking our phones for the updates. And I like to think of my phone like a cigarette. It's like I'm addicted, but I don't want my kids to really know just like how extreme it is.
They don't need your secondhand phone.
I want to, exactly. I want to wait till they're asleep to like go out on the patio and like start scrolling, So now the first week this happens, it's like Jason and I are just like this basically at all hours of the day trying to read what's happening. And I was like, sorry, so this is the real me.
Yeah, totally.
So terrible.
You could smell it on my clothes. You knew it was there, but this is it.
She's literally blowing the phone into his face now.
Who asked who out first?
Oh.
Well, we were set up. The guy that set us up asked me first, and I said, yeah, I'm in, and then had to run it by Jenny. And you were in though right away, right?
I was in, and then we had a 3-way phone call, and I was like, maybe I'm out. Because I think he was like, you were stoned, remember? And you were like,
that makes sense.
I don't know.
Who initiated the first kiss?
Jason.
Me.
That's
my American Pie. I like this one.
Yeah. But all the other bases she initiated.
Okay. So Jenny remains the, yes, okay.
I was like, listen, I'm just a kisser. I don't know what this other business you want to do, but
I only want to go to first base with you.
My eyes are up here.
With your hands.
My eyes are up here.
Who said I love you first?
Oh my gosh. I mean, definitely I wouldn't have.
Well,
There's no way. It's not my style.
It's definitely not. Now that I know you, it's definitely not your style. It is my style, but
I don't remember us saying it.
Remember you gave me the book when I was going to Boston?
I definitely didn't say I love you before you went to Boston. Hell no. I was still like really jealous of you.
Oh.
I was very jealous because Jason booked a role in this movie that I had been auditioning for, and he found out he got the part before I found out that I was doing anything in the movie. So I went from like being on his team to like hating him fiercely.
The guy that set us up was a producer of the movie that we both had in common, and we were both, at the time that we went on this double date, we were both like in the process of auditioning for obviously different roles. I find out I got this part, and I'm going to ship off to Boston in a couple days.
And I turned on him like on a dime. I was like, I hate you now.
This is never going to work.
No way. I was like, wait a minute. I was already annoyed that he was famous and I wasn't.
Jenny's like, most people know her now with her Instagram because it's what you see is what you get. Yeah. And because it's not an act, it's not a bit she's doing. Like it literally is. It is how I live with her on a daily basis. And when I first met her, it was like, oh, this is cool and quirky and fun. And by the time I realized she was psycho, it was too late.
We were married.
We were married. We got married at 9 months, and I was like, son of a bitch.
Jenny, I've done that move.
Certifiably nuts.
I've done that move when I'm like,
yeah.
She's not wearing a ring.
Yeah, I don't have my ring on.
You're right. Yeah.
Okay. Who's the romantic one?
Definitely
Me.
Jason.
Oh, you're like a mush.
Yeah, I'm mushy.
Yeah.
And I'm always like, I like need more attention.
He's an actor. He wants more attention. He's just like needs to be.
I need to be coddled.
Yeah.
Did you say fondled?
Fawned over.
Oh, fawned over. Also fondled. Or
Are you a little spoon?
I need a little. I'm little spoon. I'm teaspoon. She's wooden spoon. She's like a spatula, and I'm the teaspoon. No, she's more like the like a butcher knife.
Now we're getting closer.
Yeah, she's a cleaver, a meat cleaver, and I'm a little dainty teaspoon.
I'm more like a rolling pin.
Now, Jason, can you tell us your favorite thing about Jenny?
I like how thoughtful she is of other people. You know, she's always almost to a fault. Sometimes it's like, okay, Daddy needs some more attention. Bring it back here.
Teaspoon is calling.
Yeah, teaspoon. Hey, meat cleaver. Those eyes are insane. I get lost in those eyes.
The romance is coming out. This is so cute.
So sweet.
Yeah. Now, you also asked what I don't like about her. Okay, so.
And I don't think I've ever met anyone like Jenny. Like I knew of her before I ever met her. And there's a transparency and authenticity, a confidence, an unapologetic beauty to what she is that kind of empowers people around her. So I would say that when I met you.
That makes me cry. It's so nice.
Wait, I wish I said that. That's exactly how I feel, but I use dumb words. Like
that's why I wanted.
She's so good at this kind of stuff.
That's why I wanted you to go first, because I thought I'll just wrap this up with a finale. Jenny, this is a tough question then, but in return, can you tell us your favorite thing or few things about Jason?
Oh, obviously his sense of humor, but I would say the thing about Jason is that he is such a good father. He takes such good care of the kids, but he also takes such good care of me. He's such a good partner. He's, you know, I definitely think he has this, he's able to like intuit what you want and need before you even, you know, verbalize it. And I love that he's so good at just sort of keeping our family unit together, and just, he's such a caretaker. He's
Oh,
really,
I love that.
he's like a mom. I mean, he's the mom I never had, for sure.
A mom, a teaspoon. You sound hot, Jason.
So hot.
I mean, I'm sure there's someone out there that's into it, but yeah, it's a specific taste for sure.
Who's the better driver?
Yeah, me.
I think Jason.
You think? That's the easiest question you've asked.
Who's the bigger baby when they're sick?
Oh my God, Jason. He's thought he's had Corona like 7 times since we've been here. I'm like, just take a Claritin, you're fine.
That man cold is for real.
Yeah.
Toilet paper, over, under?
Okay, I got the answer to that question. The correct answer is over. Jenny's answer is she doesn't replace the toilet paper. She literally, so the roll will finish, and if there happens to be another roll nearby, first of all, if there's not a roll nearby, she will not replace it. It will just be empty indefinitely. She'll even use the bathroom she won't, because I'll obviously replace it the next time I go in.
I'll bring tissue in with me, but I'm going to
she-
stand off about getting the roll replaced.
She will not replace the roll. However, if there is a roll like on the top of the toilet or something that you can replace it with, all she does is she takes the roll and like stands it on the empty, where the empty roll is. I'll take a picture and send it to you.
You're killing my image. Sarah was into me when this started.
It's
I
insane.
kind of love it more, Jenny.
It's pure insanity.
Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us. You're everything. Like I was excited for this because I knew I'd be belly laughing. My stomach actually hurts.
Pure joy, guys. Pure joy.
I'm thrilled that we got to see you guys together. And
Yeah.
actually, it's like,
This was fun.
yeah, this is the most engagement we've had with adults in a while.
Stay healthy and
Thank
kiss
you,
those
guys.
little boys for us. Good luck with bath time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Be well, guys. Take care.
Bye,
You too.
guys.
Bye,
Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.